Do you love gold and silver? Do you love them? Sure, you probably love your family more. Your mommy and daddy, your brothers and sisters, your kids, your grandkids. I get it. But when you think about a couple silver coins, do you get a warm, fuzzy feeling? I do. Maybe you do too. And it dawned on me this morning, something about precious metals is precious, is special. But also, more importantly, what I want to talk with you right now about is the gold standard, the silver standard, the fact that money over thousands of years has always been silver and gold. And has that really changed? Has that really changed? Even though we're officially no longer on a gold standard, on a silver standard, they officially aren't being used as money. Isn't it interesting that the central banks of the world, have you heard that? They continue to hold gold, and many of them continue to increase their holdings. Now, we know the whole story about the bifurcation of the world between the East and the West, and the East, China, Russia, India, the BRICS nations, maybe Saudi Arabia, starting their own new reserve currency, which likely will be backed at least partially by gold. But even without that, has it always remained that regardless of these crazy fiat, unicorn, fart dust, whatever you want to call it, imaginary money, printing press money, paper money, despite all that going on, that underneath it all is a constant, right? Silver and gold have been there, and they pretty much have maintained their value. So my question for you is this. Have we ever really gone off the gold standard? Maybe officially we have, but is the reality that gold and silver are still the base of the money systems of the world? Some people call gold and silver God's money. One of my commenters in a previous video said that gold is the tears of God. So has it been there all along? And on top of that, is it like an upside down pyramid, an inverted pyramid? At the very bottom, we've got this base of gold and silver, other precious metals. But on top of that, all the paper money, all the derivatives, all the debt, all that stuff teetering on top of that little point at the bottom, the real base of it all, which is gold and silver. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment in the comment section below. I just get this gut feeling that no matter what, like this isn't the first time this has happened in the last 5,000 years, right? That other systems, other make-believe systems based more on trust and not anything real have come and gone. Whether it be crypto, whether it be paper fiat currencies, whether it be tulip bulbs, there's always something that can temporarily appear to take on value, but at the base of it all, the reality is gold and silver are what really have value. This might surprise you, but I'm not a drinker. But if I were, and I filled this cup up with 2 ounces of whiskey, I'd have a pretty strong whiskey drink, right? Well, let's say that whiskey is US dollars before 1971, when they were backed by gold. When President Nixon made the temporary decision to take the United States of America off the gold standard, well, at that point, that allowed them to add some more water to the drink. It diluted the drink. It diluted the dollars. And they've been pouring so much water into the drink that now we've got like a gallon jug full of water and still just 2 little ounces of whiskey. That's not a very good drink. Lost a lot of its value. It's been diluted. That explains why the US dollar lost 95% of its purchasing power since Nixon took us off the gold standard in 1971. But still, at its base are those 2 ounces of whiskey. Always has been there, always will be there. Gold and silver have maintained their value for thousands and thousands of years. They've seen these types of games and shenanigans played before, and they always shine through. Interestingly as well, have you considered that gold and silver are like probably the only form of money that are also valuable anywhere in the world? I mean, anywhere? Try going to your local grocery store and using some Russian rubles to buy some groceries. Would that work out well for you? I think not. Now, granted, you couldn't go into your local grocery store, most likely, with an ounce of silver and buy some groceries, but you could easily go to any locally available coin shop, cash that in for some fiat currency, which you better spend as soon as you get it, and go buy yourself some groceries. Hey, look, when I look at gold and silver, I want to protect myself. I want to protect my family. I like silver. I also like the precious metal mining stocks. I own a lot of gold mining stocks. We want to protect ourselves. We want to protect our families. Why not go with an insurance policy that's been good for almost 5,000 years? Look, I don't have a crystal ball. Don't make any financial decisions based upon what I'm sharing with you this morning from my basement. But I think we're in safe hands if we're invested in precious metal mining stocks and the precious metals. One thing for sure, we're going to find out. It's been a rocky road. We've made it this far. We can make it further. I'll be here for you through it all. If you get some value from my content, please subscribe. But most important, please come back. It's an honor for me to have you here, and I'll be looking for you next time.